motions. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done, it's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt. Keep that crowd going and involved. Man, is it fun to play defense.
Now on the return. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Aggies offense will go to work for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge chest.
This fires into traffic, it's picked off. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Complete on the comeback. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
A little release to the back. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Oh, what a catch! And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. He'll do it himself. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that simple to the point.
He'll pull it on the read. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. Looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the net because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On target over the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Power football with the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Ginn. Fouls through the defense. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. With the sure hands, it's Odom. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll give it to the back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it in. It's Landry. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. No huddle offense to the line.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
From the gun, the running back has it. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, you can. When you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Dead center perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
They'll run it from the gun. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2. Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. The quick out.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football.
There he goes! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
You know, you go for it on 4th and inches in this fringe area of the field in your opponent's territory. I'd be curious to see if on the next play now they're going to try and take a shot and see if they can catch the defense sleeping.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Odom.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. But Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Penn State is ahead early in Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Iowa. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down, looking for more. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's going to run it. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on fourth down. Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on it.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. With the catch, it's Raiola. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
Oh, he can't hang on. Those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be third down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Landry. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They'll ride the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the option. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Got it in the middle. It's Odom. tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The give to the back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hard running there. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Rides the back and leaves it. Touchdown, Aggie! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now.
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it out of the end zone. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Catch in the middle, it's Raiola.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Look out, he's got room. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got an open man. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run up.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of score.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. It's complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. This time it's complete. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard and a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Back to pass. They're working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
Quick release on the RPO. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
They'll be getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him once.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They go to the ground. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Using his legs, it's again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes the grab. It's Odom.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Bringing the heat. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Quickly complete. Runs through the tackle. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here.
Tex going for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the offense is out on the field with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Aggies! And the beatdown has ensued. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in. Position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it down the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn and do better next time.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his...
Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And they will open this drive right on the road to the end zone. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The run to the right. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
To the ground, he's got it again. And after this short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.